Hello, I'm Finola Burke from RaaS, and we're catching up today with Lee Stevens, the Managing Director of privately owned integrated media group, Switch Group. Welcome, Lee. The Switch Group's been operating for about 12 years, and it owns a creative services agency, Optimo Designs, a digital media buying agency, Switch Digital, and more recently a demand-side automated advertising sales platform called Engage TV. Engage TV specifically targets advertising on connected TV and broadcast video on demand devices. Can you explain what Engage TV does for advertisers?
Sure. I'll just take a step backwards. We started Engage TV during the first COVID lockdown. We realised that we were watching a whole lot more TV, and it was all this catch up and on demand industry boomed. And we thought there's an opportunity here that's for advertisers that didn't exist previously, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. And so Engage TV was about, as we swapped from getting our signal from the aerial and now get our signal from online, we got all sorts of little bits of information about our household. We know where they are. We know the family composition, probably most likely by what they watch. We also know when they're watching and the genres they like. And so we take all that information to give more value to advertisers, to help advertisers get the customers that are most valuable to them, and avoid the wastage of linear TV. And it's been going particularly well.
So how difficult is it for advertisers to reach broadcast video on demand and streaming audiences?
Look, it's actually not very hard to buy broadcast video on demand. What's actually hard to buy is audiences across all of those channels. And so our view is that you want to buy the audience. You don't necessarily want to buy TV shows or channels. You want to buy the audiences. They flow through all of this on demand in this environment. And that's what sort of we're focusing on. And sort of that's the value that we're chasing. And it's less wastage and more targeting.
And you're charging on the audience you're delivering, aren't you, rather than buying a TV show?
Yep, absolutely. We're charging on the audiences. And we're only charging for a cost per completed view. That means the whole ad, or 95% of the ad, has been totally viewed.
So, Lee, can we talk through how the dashboard works and what information the advertiser gets from Engage TV?
Sure. What you're seeing here is the entry of the detailed dashboard. You can see on the left-hand side here, there's a lot of detail. And it's the data insights and being able to use the data insights on all of your media is really a major opportunity that's coming out of this.
Yeah.
Here, what you're seeing here, sorry, go on.
This is a real campaign, isn't it?
This is a real campaign. I've taken the name off it, just for the client's privacy, but this is actually a real campaign that ran. What you're seeing along the top here is video views. So it's video because we use YouTube as well. It's video and connected TV views. You can see here's where we started, the number of starts we started. Here's the number of views that were completely viewed. And that's important because we only charge for a cost per completed view. Yeah. There's the efficiency of the campaign. And you can see over here the average cost per completed view on targeting specific audiences in specific households was 9.9 cents per completed view. You see the targeting here, you can target by audience type, their interests. We've got an exclusive deal with Roy Morgan where we use their single source data to also increase our targeting ability. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of ways which we're actually focusing on getting into these audiences that are specifically targeted to what the advertiser is selling. In this case, it was car batteries.
Mm-hmm. And you're not just bringing the connected TV, you're also capturing now that second line, their display, that's capturing other devices in the household, isn't it?
That's correct. What we're doing is using what's called you see here, it says household retargeting, and audience retargeting. What we're doing is once you've got enough frequency, so we want the large screen, we want it, for this particular client, we want brand awareness. So we want all the advantages of large screens in the household. But once you achieve a certain frequency, all the devices that are connected to that Wi-Fi, that router in the household, can be targeted by display or the advert again. And so you can see that's what we're doing here. We're using this for awareness and this for action. Mm-hmm. And this, and you can sort of see a large number of impressions, a large number of clicks, and a very effective cost per effective media rate, which is this is the shape you want to see.
Yeah. And you're basically delivering twice the audience with that display.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've also got the sort of the visibility of how many ads per day, TV ads per day, you're actually landing. And that's really important because you can't get any of this with traditional TV across networks.
Yeah, that's great.
You can see here we're combining here YouTube and BVOD and these new players. There's going to be a lot of new players, and this is going to be a fragmented market. And what essentially our platform does is solves the issue of fragmentation. We chase the audiences, not the channel.
And so you're capturing audiences that traditionally, well, not traditionally, but now don't watch traditional TV, like under 34-year-old males who essentially watched YouTube or Twitch or
Absolutely. Absolutely. In the media world, young men are impossible. They're the hardest ones of all. And this particular campaign, one of the target audiences was young men. And so you can use all of these channels to actually attract these. You've got a better chance of landing this target audience.
Right, great. Well, thank you, Lee. That's great. You recently launched a new digital TV network, onthefarm.tv, with KG2, the largest independent farmer database in Australia. What's the reach of this network and how's it going to work?
Yes, brand new and very exciting. So it's essentially the deal is extends to 205,000 different farms, 131,000 of them are commercial outfits, and 80,000 of them are hobby farms, which is still an important target audience. And so we're able to get the latitude and longitude, and based on the size of the farm, because we know the size of the farm, we know what they're growing, we know what they're in market for, we know all these things because it's a research partnership. Based on that, we can actually individually target those 205,000 farms based on their need at a particular time. Like I said, it's a week old, but it's going very well. That's
great. So you've actually taken the platform you've created with Engage TV and brought it into a very specific database. Is that right?
Absolutely. Well, we've got more to come. We've got two more similar sort of taking proprietary data and actually applying that to the power of TV. We've got several to come.
Well, great. Lee, thank you so much for your time today. I'm looking forward to checking back with you through the course of FY23 to see how things are progressing with the Switch Group and Engage TV.
Fantastic. Thank you.